While the multi-million rand business rescue case of the Zebediela Citrus Estate is expected to continue today in the Polokwane High Court in Limpopo, Shareholding junior partners Humansdorpe Cooperative and majority stakeholder Bjatladi Communal Property Association have agreed on a voluntary liquidation of assets. Zebediela Citrus Estate has been facing financial challenges since 2016. But now let's bring in SABC News reporter Katlego Nyoni and video journalist Llewellyn Carstens, who are following up on the story for us. They are, of course, live outside court. Katlego, a good morning to you. I think let's talk just a little bit about how far back the challenges of the citrus estate really go and how extensive they are.
Well, good morning. This is today essentially a culmination of financial difficulties that have affected this once thriving citrus producer in the southern hemisphere. And then those financial challenges started creeping up. We know that in 2016, there were changes of management, and now the current shareholding companies, that is Humansdorpe, as well as the owners of that specific property, Bjatladi Communal Property, have agreed on a voluntary liquidation process. Now, this intentions were made clear in April this year. Now, this pertains to about 170 million rand that is outstanding that Zebediela Fruit has not been able to settle. We've seen the farm exchange management. We've seen protests by workers there at the particular farm in Zebediela complaining about non-payment of their wages. Now, this specific matter is expected to be finalized in August, but to get more clarity about the nature of this liquidation and how it will affect whatever little remains of the production at that farm, I'm joined by one of the beneficiaries of the Bjatladi Communal Property Association, that is Ike Kekana, who has been following developments at Zebediela farm since these financial difficulties started as far back as 2016. Mr. Kekana, good morning. Thank you for joining us on SABC News. Looking at what is going to unfold today at the Polokwane High Court, what are your expectations?
Well, I'm not sure whether the matter will be opposed. And if it's unopposed, then it will go straight forward. There's no problem. The Zebediela Fruits will then be liquidated. It will be a sad day for us. Those are some of us who have been getting 50 rand per month from rental. It will be a sad day to the workers who since December haven't been paid properly, and they will be without work very soon. It will be very sad to the creditors, whom, even though we don't know them by name now, we know there should be people who have been owing Zebediela Fruits, owing Zebediela Fruits some monies. So it will definitely be a disaster. So it's unfortunate that we don't see our government coming in to say this was our baby. We produced it. We must look after it. When leadership can't, we should do something about it. But they're not coming out. Both the Premier's office, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Rural Development, they've been looking the other way from 2016. So it's a very sad day if today this company is liquidated and there's no one who will be paying rentals to the Bjatladi CPA, whom in turn will give us 50 rand per month. Because there are those of us who still value the 50 rand. It's unbelievable.
Just a bit of background for the sake of our viewers who may have not been following developments around Zebediela Citrus. It was once the largest producer, exporter of citrus in the southern hemisphere. Then we saw a situation whereby the finances there took a turn for the worst, essentially plummeting the situation and working conditions at the farm. Just provide us with a bit of background. What exactly happened for Zebediela Citrus to be where it currently is?
Regarding this current matter, Humansdorpe has been giving Zebediela Fruits monies to the values of 196 million. And out of that 196 million, only 17 million were paid back by Zebediela Fruits. And that is why they end up owing 179 million. Now, when in our last annual general meeting of Bjatladi CPA, some of us said, let's hear more about Zebediela Fruits, because Zebediela Fruits is the one that pays our rental. And they said, no, we can't talk about the company here. Because even at that time, the Humansdorpe leadership had already approached the workers to say we don't have money, and as a result, from the 1st of December 2022, you guys can go and sit home. So we already smelled a rat there. We knew that there were problems. And unfortunately, even when you look at how monies were being paid to Zebediela Fruits, it's shocking. Because in 2 months you will find that Humansdorpe pays Zebediela Fruit more than 44 million. Before that 44 million comes back, they give them another one. Before that other one comes back, they give them another one. So the way they have been dishing out money to Zebediela Fruits, it's shocking. I don't know how these things work, but when you look at the records, how they've been giving Zebediela Fruits money regularly, without saying for it, you owe me the last so many millions, please pay it back before we do this one. No, they just kept giving them money. And that is why today we're in this mess. So we don't know what is going to happen. We don't know what Humansdorpe is thinking. Let's say Humansdorpe has got good lawyers and they take our farm. Where are we? Where are we? That's the problem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kekana. That's one of the beneficiaries with the Bjatladi CPA that are owning the land there where Zebediela Citrus Farm is located. We know that a liquidator is expected to be appointed soon should this matter go through to oversee the processes of that liquidation. You've heard Mr. Kekana there pointing out that, there must have been, it must have been spurred on by allegations of corruption as well as mismanagement of funds. Will be certainly here at the Polokwane High Court this morning to monitor developments around the specific story. Back to you in studio.
Katlego, thank you so much for that update, and we look forward to getting the latest as it unfolds. Katlego Nyoni speaking to us there from Polokwane.